What's going on, everybody? C4 here, and welcome to episode 4 of the Ultimate Rebuild series. We're almost halfway through the first season. Now, I put up a poll on Twitter, plus viewing the comment section of my video for what team you want to do here in 4. Now, if you don't follow me on Twitter, which is at PapaXC4, that's probably the easiest way to vote on the poll. You guys voted to do the Seattle Seahawks, the team that held the #1 pick in this upcoming draft, as the team that I was going to rebuild. Now, when I looked at the team that we came to, we were coming off 2 straight Super Bowls for episodes. We won a Super Bowl with the 49ers. We won a Super Bowl with the Cardinals. We didn't really do much with the Browns, but now they're, they have Baker Mayfield, who's won multiple MVPs. They're doing fine. So we look at Seattle. First thing, there's no Russell Wilson. Second thing, Legion of Boom's gone. We're how many years in? 3, 6, 9, 10. This is 10 years in. So now we're working within these parameters. And I can tell you right now, this is like the opposite world for the Seattle Seahawks with how this team's built. The offensive line is the best unit without a doubt. And the defense sucks. We have a quarterback here. Never played a snap. We're going to be looking, hopefully, with that first overall pick to land our next franchise quarterback. We have Benny Snell here at running back from Kentucky. He's an 85 overall. He's actually has pretty good stats. Almost 70 career rushing touchdowns. We get an 89 fullback. Wide receivers, we have T. Higgins from Clemson. He had a 17 touchdown season 2 years ago. So that is definitely, he's 28. I think he has superstar depth. So, that's good enough for this rebuild. He'll be 31 when we're done. Demetrius Robinson from Cal, he's an 85. He saw it, but he is 30. And outside of that, we don't have much prospects at wide receiver, so that's a position we want to try to develop. Tight end, we have Hooper. He's an 87. He's serviceable for now, but again, probably want to try to look at getting a tight end sooner than later. Offensive line's outstanding. We have Alex Leatherwood from Alabama, 97 overall with a superstar dev. We got an 88 overall left guard with quick dev. The center's the weakest link. It's not even that bad. He's solid. Right guard, we have Jalen Marshall, 88 quick dev. Right tackle, Braxton Grimes, 90 overall, quick dev, and he's only 25. So, again, you're kind of starting to see a problem here with Madden, where I kind of rose this argument up, is that all the good players always seem to come from just terrible schools. South Dakota State, Idaho State, Tennessee. Well, he's a real player, and But, why are all these, big-time playmakers always from random-ass schools, man? That makes no sense to me. We have Chris Hinton from Michigan. He's an 87 overall with a normal dev trade. Our D-line is not bad. We have Gregory Patrick coming off a rookie year. He's now at 80. Lazar, 82. But, there's, it's still not where you want. The linebacking core, we have a 79, 83, and 87. Shaquem Griffin's still there. McCardell here is not bad. 83 overall, he's 24. But we definitely need to improve that left outside linebacker spot. Shaquem Griffin's still, hanging on there. 87 overall, but he's 32. It's near the end of the road here for Shaquem. The feel-good story, but we're gonna need to probably get the next guy in line there. The secondary is not particularly strong. Shaquille Griffin is an 85 overall, but he's also 31, and outside of that, there's nothing. So quarterback, corner are probably the 2 big positions we're gonna have to look at in this draft. We have an 83 overall free safety. That's not bad. 78 strong safety is not particularly strong. We don't have a kicker, and we have the best damn punter in the league, Michael Dickinson, superstar dev, 94 overall. So our special teams unit is very nice. So we're here at free agency time, and we have about $45 million worth of cap. That's a lie. We actually have 62. Okay. Anyways, we're looking here at a strong safety, 26 overall. McKinney, we're the #1 bidder. He's a superstar dev. Pretty much will be able to, step right in. Not the same size build as, say, Cam Chancellor. Overshown. Demarion Overshown, 6'4", 203s like that. But, McKinney's a year younger. They both have superstar dev traits, and we don't have to deal with the Denver Broncos' audacious bid. So we can land him. And then we just got a decent corner, the best corner on the market, 25 years old, 78 overall. Would instantly be, just in case there's nothing in their draft. Because, again, we pick up a team at the end of the year. I don't know who they've scouted. I don't even know if they have any scouting done. So this may be a complete shot in the dark in the draft class. So hopefully we can land both these guys. Let's pop into the draft. All right, so we're advancing to our draft recap. I finally hit on one of these guys that I've never got. The one position. I never have the first overall pick. Through all of our realistic rebuilds and stuff, everyone always tags me with their, 84, 85, 86, 87 rated superstar dev quarterbacks. Well, I got one. 84. Sure, it's the lower end of that spectrum, but 84 superstar dev QB for a team that drastically needs a starting quarterback here in James Cox. 6'2", 230. Really high combine grade. That's pretty much it. We had him scouted. you know, you want to look for the double A's. You want to look for the A+ throw power, A+ short, or A+ throw power, you know, A- short or something like that. He just had I think he had A throw power and then B+, B+, and still came through with a 84 overall. Very happy with that pick. Then we also needed a D tackle. We only have one D tackle on the roster, so we don't get, we'll assume, just a relative, another strand of the Watt family, J.J. Watt, T.J. Watt. We got Jordan Watt, who didn't go to Wisconsin, went to Alabama, 77 overall. You know, again, I'm not going to lie, one was just, you know, bench press cheese. We didn't have very much scouting done, so I just, you know, used my instincts, used what I know about the drafting, and we actually hit on a lot of these picks, man. We got a 75 center, he's regular, 73 corner, we busted on this one. Yeah, it sucks taking over a team the first year, because I don't have a whole lot of scouting done, but look at this. In the 5th round, we got Rennell Ford, a 76 quick outside linebacker at the positions I wanted to improve. We got 4 of the 6. I still want to bring in a 3rd wide receiver, and it would have been nice to either get a new running back or a new tight end. But the fact that we still got 4 out of 6, and we got a decent guy here, 73, that'll be, you know, good, decent depth. I'm really happy with how this draft went, but obviously it's going to fall on whether or not James Cox will be the guy that can lead us back to the Russell Wilson-esque Pete Carroll era success that the Seahawks had. Let's pop into year 1. All right, so as we enter our first season, the first year, I guess we'll say, of the Cox era, you know, like I said, nothing changed really. We weren't able to land any of our free agents, which kind of sucks. But when you look at Cox, he's got to have a good running game. He has a tremendous offensive line, a nice safety net here, and 2 big premier wide receivers. Now, you know, we don't have the best slot guy, and we know the slot guy usually goes off in the sim. So, I mean, he'll probably still have decent numbers when all is said and done. On the defensive side of things, yeah, you know, we still have weakness here at safety. Clearly at corner with our Mills, our 6th-round draft pick, will be starting. Kind of similar to what Jalen Mills did for the Philadelphia Eagles. I think he was a 7th-round pick. But we got Watt now, 2nd-round pick. He's starting at D-tackle. It's DT1. You know, it could be rough. It could be all right. They had 4 wins a year ago. Feel like probably we could get 6 more. That'll be the goal. 5 wins or more. And hopefully Cox can get maybe an offensive rookie of the year, get 30, 40,000 XP. So we could be starting year number 2 with, you know, an 87, 88 fringe 90 overall QB, because we all know QB work makes the dream work. So as we sit at the midseason point, I shit you not, 6-2, top of the NFC West. I'm going to show you quickly what I usually try to do. People want to ask me, what do you do with your Coach XP? Now, the Expert Scout, you know, that's pretty important. And then with the 1800, Expert Scout and O-Line are always the 2 things I do. Depending on when you create your coach, I fluctuate. Sometimes I go with the one that gives me the weekly player XP goal. Sometimes I go with the scouting. Either way, you can't go wrong. But offensive line is the biggest area that you got to get that XP package first, because it covers the whole offensive line. You get the most bang for your buck. You get 5 spots covered. And when you have an offensive line that's built like this one, I want all these guys to be 95 plus. I don't want Cox to even smell a single defender coming towards them. So we need to look here at player contracts at the midseason point. We have a bunch of salary cap to throw around. I really do not give 2 fucks about the fullback spot. So Grimes is coming back 100%. We'll tag him if we don't need to. He's 25 in the prime of his career. He's at 90 already. You know, outside of that, not a whole lot I think we need to worry about. I think maybe you want Demetrius Robinson. He's 30 though. He's only going to start to regress a little bit. He's not even our primary receiver. I think we can do an all-out overhaul at the wide receiver spot coming free agency. Worst case scenario, we can bring him back. I think, you know, Lazar here, decent D tackle at 77. I think the fact that he is that superstar dev trait means that we're going to bring Lazar back. So yeah, there you go. Grimes and Lazar are the 2 players I think we're going to invest in. The rest, good luck elsewhere. And it's season's end. We made the playoffs, cracking the playoffs, getting the Seattle Seahawks from 1st overall pick to the playoffs in 1 year. Pat myself on the back. Pat yourself on the back. Coach Larry O'Boom. Get it? Legion of Boom, LOB. Anyways, taking on the 10-6 Giants, going to MetLife in New Jersey. Cox is up to an 88 overall, still has 16,000 XP in the bank. Kind of as I expected. We're going to be higher than I'm expected, though. With that 16K, we might be able to make him 91, depending on what attributes we have to work with. That offensive line is looking outstanding. 490s. Hansen got up +3 on the year. Again, I can't stress enough. Getting the OP, OL, XP boost. We came 10-6, second in the NFC West. I will absolutely take that on the year. Look at how our players did: 4,100 yards, 31 TDs, 14 picks from James Cox. So, you know, outstanding stats for him. Running the ball, we got 1,200 yards, 10 TDs from Benny Snell. Jesus. Parrish Burt, 13 touchdowns, vultured away. Let's see, what's his overall? 74 overall, okay. Well, it looks like we maybe didn't have to draft our running back yet. This is working within the sim. Receiving, we got 83 catches, 876 and 8 from Hooper, 1,005 from T. Higgins, almost 706 from Robinson, 658 and 6 from Asher Cooper, 460 as well from Benny Snell. Look at that, no sacks given up by 3 of our starters. That's all you can ask for. On the defensive side of things, McCardell, 145 tackles, 2 picks, 120 and 2 picks, plus 4 sacks for Shaquem Griffin. 101 tackles, 2 picks from our 6th round draft pick, O.C. Mills. We got 10 sacks from Chris Hinton, 4 from Griffin, 4 from Gregory Patrick. And on the pick front, 4 picks from Rashawn Holly. Old man still getting it done. 2 picks, Griffin, as you saw. So obviously, I think one area would be getting more turnovers in the secondary. But it is what it is. Russell Wilson has moved on to greener pastures. He's old. He's only an 84 overall, but got the MVP here with the Pittsburgh Steelers. No one showed up there for us. In the NFC Offensive Player of the Year went to Todd Gurley. Carson Wentz needs to find a way out the Cowboys. Hey, look at Rosen from last episode. Nice. James Cox coming in number 8 in his first season. I'll take that. Defensive Player of the Year went to Jared Davis, with McCardell coming in at number 3. Shaquem Griffin at number 10. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to James Cox. I mean, we're not going to get the luxury of getting that superstar dev boost, but it's still nice to see him recognized there. Defensive Rookie of the Year went to Roy Purifoy on the Eagles. He's already up to an 85. Mills on our Seahawks at number 3. And we have Jordan Watt coming in at number 10. So our rookies made an immediate contribution. I think they were a vital part of us having the turnaround. A 6-win differential from when we took this team over. But because we're in the playoffs, it's year 1. We're just going to sim it out, look at the box score. And hey, we might be able to make some sort of miraculous Super Bowl push. I wouldn't expect it. Hopefully we can get one nice little playoff win, but let's see what happens. Oh, that one hurts. Oh, 49-7, we got defeated by the Giants. Oh, going up against Jarrett Stidham, who's a vet at this point, 4 TDs. We had 3 picks from James Scott. I mean, he's a rookie in his first playoff game, but that's definitely not going to help his confidence boost. Saquon Barkley still looking phenomenal. 142 yards and a TD. They have Tevin Coleman there, so they just relentless. Odell still there. No turnover here for the Giants. Apparently, they're just maintaining to hold on to all their stars while the rest of the league's in absolute turmoil. Oh, that's not good. Oh, well, at least we made the playoffs one year. I wasn't even expecting that. But more importantly, the big thing to take away from this opening season is that we got Cox up to an 88. Let's actually quickly spend this team XP. I mean, I could go through it and try to maximize it, but at this point in time, I feel like, I limit the amount of cheese. I already cheesed it by getting like the OL XP package and stuff like that I know is proven it works. So I feel like, to kind of counterbalance that, we'll let the computer spend the XP, and a lot of times they just buff up the awareness and shit like that. But Cox, as we end our first season, is a 91 overall. I was thinking 86, 88. The fact that we have our guy going to his sophomore season of 91, this is a future star of the league, face of the team, to go along with that absolutely just overpowered offensive line. I like where we're going, but now it is time to, even though our running backs played well in the sim, maybe look at a running back, maybe look at a backup tight end that can eventually take over Hooper. Absolutely wide receiver, because Robinson's going to be hitting free agency. And then on the defensive side of the ball, we can go D-line, we can go secondary at corner, secondary at safety. Still have some spots that we need to fix, but I feel confident we're going to get it right. Let's jump into the offseason. Looking at free agency, there's a couple big names. There's a 95 tight end, but 2-year age difference, we're fine. We don't need to have that kind of investment. But we're looking here at bringing in a very promising wide receiver. The top available one, his name is Jorge Whiteside from Oregon, 6'2", 190, 86 to the normal dev. So we made sure we're the top bidder on him. We have Worsley here. Looks like the top available corner. For us, anyways, there's a couple other ones that are higher, but no one has his age. He's 27, he's an 80 overall. We might be able to draft one good corner, maybe, but we still need 2 definite starters for next year with Mills. So I think I'll definitely take an 80. And then we got Poet, our young tight end. He's 22, 78 overall. Will do exactly what we need for depth behind Austin Hooper. So if we can land all three of these guys, and we can have the kind of draft similar to what we did last year. I mean, we might not get an 84 superstar, but we can get something within that ballpark. I'm gonna feel confident that year 2 is gonna be something special. All right, I'm gonna start showing this part because I want to, you guys want to pay attention to who we get signed. So we got Whiteside, we got Worsley, no offer yet, or no word back from that tight end. Because last year we looked like we were gonna sign 2 guys. We didn't get either of them. The 88 safety. So I'll always make sure I can try to remember this. Look at that, center with 40 on the bench press. Okay, Welch, I'll take a look at you at the draft. But we got our 2 main targets. Now let's go have an outstanding draft. All right, might as well just go the fullback here. Highest grade. We need a fullback. Figure I'll help with our run game. Oh, he's number 1! The number 1 player. Okay. Make sure we put this in the goddamn video. All right, Haynes Dre, 86 overall, number 1 talent, rated at 151. I know it's fullback cheese, but okay. Okay. Pretty much only have 1 guy left on my scouting board here. I think he's supposed to go in the 7th. DeBose. Anytime you see that route running, the thing that ticked me off here is the 3-cone and the 20-yard shuttle. The fact that he got the 4.29 speed with the 3-cone and the 20-yard, he's probably going to be, 75 maybe. But I feel like we still need that 3rd wide receiver. This guy that can work in and out of the slot. Let's see what we can get. Oh! 81 quick, number 9 in true talent. 97 speed, 87 route running. I think we just found our slot wide receiver, ladies and gentlemen. You know what? I don't know how many times you guys can see me live draft, but okay. Wow. All right, so looking at our draft recap after a fullback. How high can you get it with the fullback? I mean, it's probably the most. Look at that draft, though. It's probably one of the most popular positions people tag at me, but just the fact that he was number 1 in true talent, I will take that. Can he play any other position? Oh, that speed's too low. Maybe tight end. What's his catching? Either way. We started out the draft here getting Keon Gritton, strong safety, 77 quick. I thought things were going off on a right start. His safeties are incredibly unpredictable. Like, I swear to God, they had a guy with the exact same stats, the exact same combine grade, and he was like a 68 overall. But, we did our scouting here at the safety spot, and we actually came back with one. Average wide receiver here, 73. Ewing, I'm not going to lie, I got him because I like Patrick Ewing. I just go with the last name. 76 D-end here. I'm not going to lie. There was no real method to the madness here. Just high combine grades. We had, for this guy here, we only had his first attribute scouted. It was block shed, which wasn't very good, but I gambled on the high testing. He had really good bench press, really good 40-yard, which doesn't really make a whole lot of sense here. They had 79 strength. I think he must have had 30 on the bench press, but he had the fastest 40 time. We had a 77 tackle. Don't need a tackle whatsoever, but he put up 41 reps on the bench press, which means 92 strength. Then we got the fullback here, and this was the gem. I mean, anytime you see a guy, I'll tell you right now, the 3-cone, 20-yard shuttle, and if they run something sub 4.4, get them, especially late rounds. 81 quick, one of my better picks I think I've ever had. Then we finished with a kicker. We just went with, there's only one kicker, didn't scout him, ended up being a 74 with 90 kick power. So I'll absolutely take that for what is a very good draft. I think you'd have to give this an A+ draft. Yeah, adding this to the fact that last year's draft wasn't as good, but we hit on the 84 superstar quarterback that's now a 91 and the leader of this offense that brought us to the playoffs. I'm feeling really, really good. We might be a Super Bowl team next year. So as we jump into year number 2, trying to improve upon our 10-win wild card. We made the wild card. We're not going to talk about the result against the Giants. Season, we walk in with a 91 overall quarterback. Now our running game, Snell is getting old. We don't really have a clear backup, but the sim still, the offensive line made his stats very, very good. So I hope that continues because we don't have an immediate replacement. We got the 86 fullback though, however. Wide receivers look improved. Higgins, we got DeBose, our 6th-round draft pick, 81. We got Whiteside, who was our big free agent, 84. So this is a 10 times better wide receiver core than what we had. Offensive line still absolutely absurd. 2 A+, 2 A's, and a B. One of the, that's a phenomenal offensive line. On the defensive side, however, We're still a work in progress here at the D-tackle, or just in the interior everywhere, but Hinton is an 87. He got a bunch of sacks. Worsley was our free agency signing. He's an 80. We have Mills, who was 3rd place in Defensive Rookie of the Year last season, but still our cornerbacks are nothing to write home about. We have 81 free safety. We have Gritton here, who has quick dev, our 1st-round draft pick. We're actually going to bump him here to starter to achieve some XP. And our linebackers are all right. Shaquem Griffin still holding on there. McCardell was very good last season. And Ford is an 80 overall with quick dev. So we might have something here at linebacker. But all in all, you know, still not where we want to be with the secondary or the D-line. But, you know, this offense is firing on all cylinders. And let's do it, man. Let's do it. I'm feeling 12 wins. I'm feeling 12 wins. You shoot your shot, I'm calling it now. Here at the midway point, we are sitting with a kind of not great 3-4 record, which is a little bit off the pace right now in the NFC West. So hopefully we get a good back end of the season to bring it all together. Looking at our free agents, we have Michael Dixon, the punter. It's a lot of money I've invested in a punter, but he's simply outstanding. So we're bringing him back. T. Higgins, I want him back. McCardell, I want him back. And everyone else, you gone. You gone. Best of luck in your future endeavors. So at the end of year number 2, of course, we weren't going to make the playoffs. Everything felt right. So, of course, Madden's going to say, no, actually, everything's not right. Look at our team. We actually get a couple guys that are hit with confidence boost. McCardell's up to a 90, however. We got a regression. Running back is not looking good. We need to have the best. We need to have an exceptional free agency period, I think, to have a shot at winning the Super Bowl here. Or even just make another playoff push. Because right now, it's still the strength of this team. We have a quarterback. We have an offensive line. We have a good wide receiver core. And our linebacking core is not the shits. Other than that, you know, outside of one defensive end, it's an average team. It's an average team. We were 5-10-1. We finished 3rd in the NFC West. Looking at the stats on the year. Cox, great year. 4,500 yards, 31 TDs, 11 picks. I'll take that every day of the week. Less than 1,000 yards here for Snell. Receiving, we had 89 catches, 900 yards, 4 TDs for Hooper. Almost 1,100 yards, 10 TDs for Higgins. 900 yards, 6 TDs for Whiteside. 905 for DeBose. On the defensive side, 155 tackles from McCardell. He's been a monster. Shaquem Griffin, 143 tackles, a sack, and a pick. And our rookie safety, Gritton, 102 tackles, 3 picks. He might have some Rookie of the Year accolades. We'll check that out. Greg Patrick and Hinton, 6.5 sacks. Again, we're not getting after the quarterback, not getting adequate pressure. But then again, we didn't with the Cardinals, and we won the Super Bowl. So it's not a necessity that you can have that. It's just nice to have. Looking quickly at the yearly awards, MVP went to Baker Mayfield, who I think he's won 4 MVP awards now. See there. Why couldn't you guys pick the Dolphins? I want to play with Herbert now. He's going to be too damn old. In the NFC, Offensive Player of the Year went to Todd Gurley. We have Cox coming in at number 7. Defensive Player of the Year went to Josie Jewell. We had McCardell coming in at 9. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Harvey Bridges with DeBose coming in at 3. And Defensive Rookie of the Year, Akeem Lucas with Gritton coming in at 2. So that's a little disappointing that we didn't get that award outright. But all in all, it's a down year. And did it really matter? I don't think so. So, knowing what we know as the game freezes, because Madden's just a safe and well-refined, no-buggy game, we're going to have a big free agency period. We have about $40-50 million worth of cap, so we can splurge if the right prospects are there. So let's get into it. Of course, after I restart my console, because Madden freezes all the time. So we are in free agency, going somewhat expensive, also simple. Tre'Davious White, he's old, he's a veteran, but he's 93. We don't have a whole lot of cash to splurge. We only have $6 million left. But I feel like if we can get him, that'd be a nice fit. It's not going to set them up for the long term, but it could be good for our short-term success as we are entering our 3rd and final year. Gibbs here, that running back, 26.85. There you go. There's an instant starter, instant replacement, and we're the leading bid by a lot. And then Des King here, no one was bidding on him, and I want to sign him and move him to free safety. We need a free safety bad, and I feel like he will get a 84 as a corner. He's naturally a safety in my opinion. I thought he was a safety coming out of Iowa, so he might be able to bump up to an 86, 87, somewhere in that territory. So hopefully we can land 2 of 3. It'd be great here on this Mother's Day to land all 3 of 3. Alright, so we got Gibbs and King. Did not get Tre'Davious White, which kind of puts us in an awkward predicament now, because now I feel like maybe we keep Des King at corner because he's our best corner by 7 points. You know what I'm saying? And then looking at the draft, we're going to need a free safety. We're going to need... No, honestly, we don't have that many holes. There's no way we're not going to get, a bunch of 80s to be instant improvement. So really, if we can just get a starting free safety, we'll be all right. Not where I want to be, but we'll be all right. So here's a quick look at our final draft class, and we needed a free safety desperately. We got Leon Browning from Pittsburgh, 77 quick. He's going to start day 1, which is a beautiful thing. He's good power, good hit power, 86 hit power, good zone coverage. He'll be fine. We got a 76 corner here in the second round, Tyrone Black. I'm not going to lie, I drafted him just in case we needed another safety. And the fact that he's 6'2", 215, that is a big-time corner. So he's another guy that gives us a little bit of flexibility there. We got a 78 running back here. He was projected to go in the 6th round. And I was like, why? Well, he has a 7.3 combine grade. So we got him. It's Leonard Ingram from Maryland, 78 quick. We did sign a decent running back here, an 86 overall running back. So this is just more so a 2-headed running back attack because this guy is straight up power, baby. 73 wide receiver, 76 guard, tackle, D tackle. This year's actually was a D end, 68 D end, then we moved to D tackle, bumped up to a 76. Again, can't stress enough that, if you need D tackles, more often than not, get defensive ends that have high bench press later on, and they can be converted, and it usually works out well for your scheme. So that is our draft as we get ready for our 3rd and final season. We got, debatably 2 guys in Ingram and Browning that are going to feature heavily throughout the sim in our 3rd and final year as we look to at least make the playoffs to have an opportunity to win a Super Bowl for the Seahawks. Our team, as we start our 3rd and final year, pretty much, nothing drastically has changed. We now have Gibbs here as a starter at running back. We landed him in free agency. Cox up to a 91. Offensive line, they're starting to regress a little bit, but look at that. Now we're up to 3 A+, which that's unbelievable. Offensive line. Defense stays pretty much the same. Roto, our 7th round draft pick, will be starting at D tackle 2. Des King, who got in free agent, will be corner 1. Browning, our 1st overall pick, will start at free safety. McCardle's up to a 90. Other than that, it's been tough trying to build up this defense. There's been literally nothing in terms of free agency. So it's kind of stung that we've pretty much only had been able to rely on the draft. But it is what it is, man. You gotta put your head to the ground. You gotta power through it. Try to make the playoffs. Let's get it. At the end of 3 years, we made the look at that 1st round bye. 1st round bye. Our quarterback's playing like a 93 overall. Okay, that's looking promising. 12-4. 12-4 on the season. 12-4, and not only was it 12-4, I'm gonna give you proof. 12-4, no bamboozle, no forced wins, nothing like. We never pull that anyway, but I'm just showing you. No bamboozle, considering where we were a year ago. Looking at the regular season stats for the quarter. Ooh, his worst year. Our best season record, our worst year for our quarterback. 3,800 yards, 28 TDs, 11 picks here for James Cox. Running the ball, we got almost 1,400 yards, 11 TDs from Tavio Gibbs, who's looking like an amazing free agency signing. 8 touchdowns for the running back that we drafted in the 3rd round. We got 5 TDs from Cox here as well. So I mean, if you combine the total touchdowns, kind of like when you look at Cam Newton, the fact that he got over 30. Receiving, we got 82 catches, 900 yards, 6 TDs for Whitehead, 6 and 6 for Hooper, 7 and 9 for DeBose. Higgins having a down year, that's for sure. The defensive side, we got 157 tackles, 3.5 sacks, 3 picks for McCardell, who's been a monster. 134 tackles, 2 sacks, 3 picks from Shaquem Griffin. On the sacks front, we actually got after the quarterback, Chris Hinton, 12 sacks. Oddly enough, this is something that I think is you can almost prove it in a Madden connected franchise mode in Madden 18 anyways, that when defensive players are in a contract year, they always have their best season. I always find it with defensive ends. It's Hinton, I don't think he's gone over 6. But this is the year's contract time, and he got 12 sacks. I know that is kind of indicative of real life. Real life players in contract years play better, but it's just something that I'm noticing here. 7 sacks from Patrick. But look at that. We got the turnovers we wanted. 4 from Desmond King. Great free agency signing. 3 from McCardell, 3 from Griffin, 2 and 2. Taking a quick look here at the yearly awards, MVP went to Henry Crick. The regen for Aaron Rodgers, if you will. Carson Wentz, Baker Mayfield, Emory Jones, Jared Goff. Wait a minute, who's that? It's Henry Canada. Is that a running back, I assume? Coach of the Year. Our guy won it. Larry O'Boom, very nice. Look at the NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Henry Crick. Anyone from our team. James Cox coming in at 8th. Definitely undeserved. Defensive Player of the Year, Cedric McCardell. That's exactly what I want to see. Finally, we get a big-time individual accolade on this team. Shaquem Griffin coming in at 4. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Raheem Clark, with Leonard Ingram coming in at 2. And Defensive Rookie of the Year went to Malcolm Saunders on the Dallas Cowboys, with Tyrone Black coming in number 4, Browning at 7, Roto at 8. So all of our impact rookies, got some recognition around the league. We have that first round bye. Let's figure out who we're playing. All right, so here we are in the playoffs in the divisional round against the Detroit Lions. We'll pop a Barrett. If you don't know what that is, it means basically we're going to play the Sims, how it goes out, and we'll step in when need be if things are getting a little cheesy, things are not making a whole lot of sense. We'll try to come in and help them out. So we're just trading field goals here in the first half. Both defenses not breaking right now. But it looks like, oh, now the touchdowns. The floodgates may be opening here, ladies and gentlemen. As we are converting touchdowns here. Get a 17-10 lead at halftime. It looks like we're getting ready to pull ahead here in the second half. There's another touchdown to go up 24-10. I don't think we're going to have to step in here. I think the team that we built, our Seattle Seahawks, could be able to get over the hump. There's another touchdown. We're equalizing. The Lions aren't going away. The pesky Detroit Lions. I don't know if Stafford's still playing, but I assume Matt Stafford's still playing. The fact that they just got that touchdown. All right, so we're going into overtime. We need a score. Third down, we're coming in. This is Papa Bear to a T. I'm gonna assume they have Matt Stafford. The fact that they're able to get, down 14, come back and tie this ball game up. I figure there's some scenarios. And there you go, man. The stupid sim. We've run the ball 49 times. In what world does that ever happen? There we go, DeBose. Oh, it only takes... Oh, my, I'm an idiot. That could have been a go-home touchdown. And, of course, I just get too close to the edge. Oh, what am I thinking? Here, just finish it, team. There we go. We'll let the team finish it. Larry Boom, very excited as the Seattle Seahawks are moving on to the NFC Championship game. Let's see these rushing attempts. They don't have Stafford, but Brendan Wills pretty much matched Stafford 2.0. 3 TDs on the day. Not a bad day from James Cox. But look at the rushing attempts. 35 rushes for 157 yards and 2 TDs. There you go. That's the way she goes here, I guess, with the sim. But 37-31 in an all-time classic, but we're moving on. All right, in the NFC Championship game, we're taking on the Dallas Cowboys, which, it's always a game we want to win, in particular. Dallas is able to open up scoring here with a field goal and a touchdown back-to-back. We are trying to keep pace. We're able to pull back 3 here, but it looks like we are struggling immensely in the first half. Let's see if we can get a touchdown here. Go in, down 7. Oh, third down. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come in and see if I can just bomb this to the end zone. We all know, as far as YouTube is concerned, I'm probably one of the best deep threats. Bomb it down deep. If you ever watched Pink Slips, my Pink Slips live stream series, the deep ball is where I excel. And of course, the boast. Our fastest guy is not running the vert. Let's have Hooper here chip in for... Of course, I can't get him to run block. That's awesome. Okay, let's go. Oh my God, we had him. I'm going for it. It's at midfield. I'll game with that. We had him though. Right bumper. If we had one more second, that would have been a touchdown. 100%. Let me get in here. Let me get in this game. We're going for this shit. Let's get the more traditional 4 verts. I want to be able to, if I need to, have the tight end stay in. Well, the running back, at least I had no option for pass pro there. All right, Gibbs. I have no idea if Gibbs is good at pass protection. Probably not. It looks like the Cowboys are calling a pretty good play at stopping this. We're going to have to scramble. This got the... Oh, it's not going to work. At least we moved the chains. We get one more opportunity. I didn't even think about that. All right, we moved the chains. We'll try it one more time. But credit to the Cowboys. I don't know who they have on defense. We're going with that 4 verts that I didn't like because I'm an idiot. But there's a lot. So let's try to whiff this one in one more time. Oh, right there. Fit that in. Come on. Oh, come on. He had it. He dropped it. Oh, that was so close, man. Oh, we're going up against Carson Wentz, too. This is painful. I don't know how to feel. This is like, when you're fluid about your sexuality and you're in, Thailand. You don't know how to feel. You don't know what's going on. All right, we're here. We have to go for it. We're on the 9. This had a touchdown or bust. We'll just go slants. Maybe the slants play is going to work. Worst case scenario, if we get a nice, easy look on the slants, we'll take the first down. Let's see what we got here. Oh, come get in there! Get in there. Okay, let's go. No. Oh, come on. Well, they punch it in themselves, but our defense is just throwing up a goose egg here. And there's the championship. So very disappointing that the farthest that we were able to get here is the NFC Championship. But again, we're taking over teams from the worst starting points. And, you know, NFC Championship in a 3-year period from being the worst team to, in reality, the second best team in your conference. Not so bad. But what we did find out is our freak QB, I don't know what he is, 91, 92 overall, not a good playoff performer. Had that, you know, that terrible game against the Giants, 49-7 loss. I believe he had 3 picks in that one. That was year 1. Year 2 didn't make the playoffs. Year 3, our first playoff game, we ran the ball 60 friggin' times. And then this game, he couldn't win it with his arm. So, yeah, it's a little annoying. But, you know, all in all, still a successful rebuild. I think when we're gone, at least we have their franchise quarterback. Maybe they'll have a better success with a different coach. So let's pop out of here and find out what our options are for episode 5. So as we leave the Seahawks from when we started with the worst record in the NFL, finishing with the best record in the NFL, it is time to pick our next team. So, okay, we're going... I mean, the Eagles are here. This is probably our best chance to be the Eagles. But we will go with these 3 because they are easily the 3 worst teams in the NFL. So between the Cincinnati Bengals, who this is their multiple time being on this list, you have the Indianapolis Colts or the Buffalo Bills. So, quick way is just to leave a comment in the comment section below. The best way, however, is to follow me on Twitter at PapaXC4 and vote in the poll. I know most of you guys have been voting in the poll. We're getting 200-300 people voting every single time. So that, you know, it's the easiest way, and plus I get a little bit of a head start there. That way, you know, ideally I wait till the video pops up so I can see the comments. But it's easier if I have a free day and I want to record, I can just post up a Twitter poll, get a quick response there, and select the team. But the Bengals, Colts, and Bills, being well aware that the Bengals had the first overall pick, maybe you want to, you know, change it up a little bit. And in reality, the Bengals are the best, I would say, at least defensively, out of the bottom 3. So pick one of those. As always, though, thank you guys for watching another episode of the Ultimate Rebuild. I'm doing 8 teams in one season. We're doing 4 seasons of 8 teams. So we got 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 4 teams left here in this season. It's going to get kind of wonky, you know, because I wouldn't be surprised, or I'm expecting anyone in the maybe last year of this to be existing. There's going to be no Carson Wentz, no Ezekiel Elliott, so none of those rookies. So, like, we probably have 1 or 2 more episodes that are going to have faces that are familiar to you guys. So, you know, I don't know what I'm going to do there. I don't know if it's going to be fun playing with literally no one that's an actual player. But we'll wait and see. But if you guys did enjoy this and it's your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button, smash the like button if you enjoyed. And until next time, it's C4 saying peace out.